what's for dinner. Only this is going to be what we're going to have on the side of dinner, because I'm going to put dinner up in another video. So now we're going to have some honey mustard fish and some, what did I call this? I called this orange scented fruited rice pilaf. Right? That's a long title, but this is going to be fantastic.
That's not orange pilaf.
Well, it's not orange pilaf because it's not really totally orange. I mean, gosh. Basic rice pilaf recipe. So we're going to start off with 2 cups of rice, a cup of orzo or a cup of broken spaghetti. I've got 2, 3, 4 cups of liquid. So I have 3 cups of chicken stock and 1 cup of orange juice, okay? You can throw in some grated orange zest, and I will do that. I have an orange over here to do that with. The orange juice is out of my refrigerator. I've got about a half a cup of finely chopped onion. The onion, I swear, the onion I chopped part of was this big. It's like the size of a softball. It was a Vidalia onion, and they're in season right now, and they're fantastic. And I have about 3 cloves of garlic finely chopped. And we're going to put about 1/4 to a half a cup of chopped apricots, dried apricots, and the same of golden raisins. And then at the end, we're going to stir in about a half a cup of slivered almonds. And this is going to be really, really yummy. So let me just...
Tally's still here.
And Tally is still here. Tally never leaves. Tally is...
She's a little kitchen helper.
She is. Let me just do some of this orange peel. You only want the orange part, and you don't need a whole lot. Oh, that smells so good. I hate how expensive oranges are. This orange cost almost 60 cents. And when I lived in Arizona, oranges were like 3 pounds for $1. I never saw oranges sold by the each until I moved here. And we live close to Florida. That's the kicker.
Arizona, Florida, Nevada, you can buy them on street corners.
Yeah, they sell them, you know, when you go to sit at the exit waiting for the lights to change. There's always some little old Mexican man sitting there selling oranges. Okay, I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in my pot, heating up. And let's add our onion. That's what I like to hear. And we're not going to use that orange peel quite yet, not till later. Put in our garlic. Stir, stir. And now I'm going to throw in the rice and the pasta. Now I have to wait for the pan to come back up to heat. And you're going to keep a very close eye on this because you only want to toast the rice and the pasta. This is just like we made our regular rice pilaf, only this is a little bit of a twist. Because for dinner I'm making a honey mustard fish that I'm going to bake in the oven, and I really thought these flavors would complement those flavors. So, and then we're going to have some steamed carrots to go alongside. We're going to have a really orangey dinner. Mustard, carrots, orange pilaf, you know, it's all good. And this is a Tuesday night that I'm making this. So I just want to show you that with a little advanced planning, you really can make a decent meal. I did not go out of my way to buy anything extra that I didn't have on hand already. You know, had orange, I did go to the store and buy the orange. And I bought some stock because I was out. So I bought stock and orange. I had the rice, the onion, the garlic. I had the apricots and the raisins. I already had the fish in my freezer and I needed to use it up. And when I get to that video, you'll see what we do with that. So what I'm going to do, you can already hear it starting to sizzle and pop. And you want to make sure that you keep a close eye and tend this pot. Don't walk away from it, because as soon as you do, something's going to burn for sure. I have this over medium heat. And when you can start to smell, it's a little nutty smelling, you can start to see that pasta is going to start to brown. That's when you'll know it's time to add your liquid. The pasta is also going to start, when it's going to start to absorb the oil and some of the moisture from the onions and the garlic, and it's going to want to stick to the bottom of the pan, so you want to be really vigilant. This smells really wonderful.
I'm getting tired.
Your arm is getting tired?
No, yours.
My arm's getting tired? A little bit. It was a long day, I'll tell you. That's when you think it's not going to turn brown, because you're going to stand here stirring and you're going to think, this is never going to turn brown. It will turn brown, I promise. But it takes a little bit of time.
The second you look away.
That's it. That's when you walk away from it, it won't just brown, it'll burn. You have to remember, these are very high starch items. And starch has a lot of sugar in it. And the sugars are coming out because you're heating it up. And they're going to burn fast. So you just want a little nutty brown on here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to throw all my dried fruit in there. Get that a stir. Now you can adjust this, you know, if you're going to make like a beef dish, you can use beef broth, and you could use, you could put dried cranberries in here, you could put dried cherries in here, you could put chopped up prunes in here, anything you like that's a dried fruit is going to be fantastic. You know, we're not making a dessert, we're making a side dish. That's why this is kind of a sweet and savory thing going on here. But it has a nice subtle sweetness from the dried fruit, and it's a little unexpected. Okay, I can hear this starting to pop now, so I'm going to go ahead and add my water.
You can smell it too. You can smell it too.
Yeah, you can smell it too. I'm going to not my water, my broth. Two, three of the stock, and about a cup of orange juice. Give that a stir, bring it up to a boil, put the lid on it, turn it down to medium heat, and cook just like you would regular rice. So, when this is ready to turn down, it comes to a boil. You bring this to a boil, then you're going to turn it down, you're going to put the lid on it, you're going to simmer it until you can see little holes in the rice. I'll bring you back when that happens, and I'll show it to you through the lid, because until you see it, you won't know what that means. Just like when we cook regular rice, when I say put the lid on it and cook it until the water is absorbed and you can see there's little dents or pock marks in the rice, then you turn it off and you let the rice steam for 10 to 20 minutes, and then you can eat it. So, we'll be back. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. While we're waiting for this to come up to the right simmer, I want to put in about a half a teaspoon of freshly cracked black pepper, about a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and then we're going to put in our orange zest. In it goes. And give that a good stir. Then We wait for it to come to a boil, we cover it, we simmer it till there's pock marks in it, and then we'll be back so I can show you what it looks like. So we can let it steam. It just came up to a simmer, and we're going to go ahead, well, it was a simmer, and then I stirred it, right? We're going to go ahead and put the lid on it now. We're going to let this cook, and we're going to check it very closely. There's a lot of sugary things in there. It's the fruit, the juice, and the rice and the pasta are really high in starch, so you want to keep an eye on it. I've got it over medium heat. I've just turned it down. And we're going to keep a close eye on it, and then I'm going to go cook my fish. We'll be back. And I know you really probably can't see it that well, but let me see. I'm going to take this off really quick, which I shouldn't do, but because you can see the bubbles are getting larger and fewer. So what you're going to do is put the cover back on that and turn it off. And you're going to just let this steam until your fish comes out of the oven, which is going to be 15 to 20 minutes. I'm actually going to take it off this burner, and I'm going to set it back here. It does smell good. When we come back, we'll fix your plate. Our rice is done. And I just want to show you on the bottom, it got just a little bit brown. But that's okay, it didn't burn. And when you stir it up, just be careful, that's all.
And like I always say, it's too bad you can't smell this.
Now let's just sprinkle in our almonds. Give those a good toss in there. And then I am going to get a little dish and serve you up some.
I'm gonna put the fish over the pilaf.
I am, but for this video, we'll go ahead and serve this, and then we'll serve it next to. We're also going to serve it next to our fish.
Under the fish.
But I want to get some pictures of this too. There you go. And then each serving, if you want, for this, because I'm going to take some pictures of it for later and for the website. You put a little almond sliver on top. It really does add a nice flavor. There you have it. Orange scented, fritted rice pilaf. I hope you give this a try, and I hope you love it. And until next time.